Are we there? Because this joint was long.
I'm about to check. Hey everyone, we are live on Instagram.
Okay. What's going on with Twitter? Twitter is acting kind of
We
janky.
live on Twitter.
We live?
Yeah, we live on
Okay.
Twitter.
Okay, now it says we live. Yo.
Uh,
Yo. I'm done.
surprise, surprise, everybody.
Right.
We didn't
Surprise,
announce
surprise.
we didn't announce we was going live today, but surprise.
But we here. Look, Chantee has mustered up enough energy to give us a recap today. She was doing a lot today. Okay.
It
she
was
had the,
fun.
she had the opportunity to go to a live game today. So we'll talk about that.
Yes.
Excuse me. Woo. I hope y'all keeping yourselves healthy out here. It's wicked outside. We
Yo.
in cold and flu season, so y'all gotta make sure y'all protecting your necks, right?
Push snows, literally, for second neck.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell y'all that's how it gets in, y'all. Right there. This is the chamber through the throat chakra.
No,
Okay.
that's bad.
So y'all better cover up.
Brittany, the medicine woman. Nah, but for real, she is the medicine woman.
I'm getting there, y'all. Like my ultimate goal in life is to become an herbalist at some point. So I hope to one day become a master herbalist like those before me.
Yes.
So that we can know the finer things in life. Because the medicine is in the plants.
Right. That's a fact.
So keep yourselves healthy. I hope you guys are. Because it's cold. Especially
It
if
really
you're in the
has
north.
been a brutal
Yes.
winter. It has been a brutal winter. We're not
Correct.
even gonna get into the whole climate of just everywhere because then we're gonna really be getting into tinfoil hat conversations, aka conspiracy theory talks, and we're not here for that. Not yet. But no, it's been a brutal winter. It's been really cold. Record lows, I feel like. Woke up last week, joint at 5 degrees. And I
Mm-hmm.
know where you at, listen.
We've been in the negatives. Okay.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Waking up
Ooh,
waking up to -3 is not nice. Okay.
I would have attitude. We just was talking about being hangry earlier. No, I would wake up annoyed seeing the -3. Like, how do you want me to function today outside? You think I'm about to step foot outside? No.
Hybrid. We're working from home today.
Yeah, that's exactly what it would give.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing that. But
For sure. Hey, Spin Doc, what's up? He said 13 days, y'all. I've waited 13 days.
dang, my bad. But I like the
Really?
I like the motivation. That's
Facts.
that's motivation. And the news has been crazy. It has been.
Yes. Yes, it has. That's a lovely mask, by the way, Spin Doc. I'm really
Yeah, it
rubbing
is.
this
I
on.
love that.
Mm-hmm. For sure. For sure. But y'all, welcome. It's another 21 Titles weekly recap, episode 86. And we are your host, 21 Titles. I am Brittany, and this is my lovely co host.
Chantee.
And tonight, and as always, we recap the current events of the week. Basically, what are some of our favorite headlines from sports news, NIL brand deal news, Web3 news, business, and then we kind of wrap it up with culture. So anything that's intertwined in music, art, film, food, and fashion, because y'all know we are the culture. But yeah, Chantee and I run a consultancy firm called 21 Titles, where essentially we are creating equity through community and collaboration. We are very if you want to say, dedicated to seeing the student athlete kind of thrive on in all facets, especially in personal and professional development. So we kind of work behind the scenes to kind of foster and kind of teach and educate the next generation on the things that we felt that we should have been educated on, right? NIL has passed in 2021, so we are 4 years in now, and the kids can monetize their name, image, and likeness. If you do not know, Chantee is an IP attorney. Intellectual property is her wheelhouse, and that's why we do this also, because she can give us a bird's eye view of what's going on because she's in that, you know, in that space. So we love to hear her insights when she can, but also we're ultimately here because we are former basketball players and we love to support women's sports in all facets, especially women's basketball. So today we had a star-studded Sunday, another fun-filled Sunday of basketball, if you did not know. And we're going to talk about some college hoops, and then we're going to go into 3-on-3 unrivaled talk, because why not? It's been a really a joy to kind of watch professional basketball in the winter, if you want to say. Okay, I've been really happy about the product Unrivaled has been put on the court, so we're gonna talk about that today, and then also some business of sports, and we'll wrap it up with some Web3 stuff. And yeah, let's get into it.
Should we start with what happened today and then work our way back?
Sure.
Um, I had the privilege of going to see UMD versus UCLA today. UMD is currently ranked 8. UCLA has not lost a game and they are ranked number 1. And UMD lost today. The score was 82-67. What I will say is that UMD stayed close,
Mm-hmm.
specifically in the first half. I'm not gonna lie, I was shocked. Um, I was shocked. Um, Cheyenne Sellers did not play today. If you don't know, McDaniel is out. She tore her ACL. Um, so though after doing some research and digging, that's about close to 40 points missing off the scoreboard with those two being out. Um, so they were missing them today. UMD was definitely missing those two today. But I was really shocked. Yes, Spendoc, his comments about Lauren Betts. Lauren Betts had a hell of a game. This is the first time I had the opportunity to see her live and in person. And what I will say is that she's a true big girl. She's a true big girl. Um, and I'm happy to see that because I know that we've kind of like strayed away from like a lot of bigs being true bigs. A lot of them want to shoot threes. A lot of them want to do a lot of different things, which there's nothing wrong with that because you should be multidimensional. But what I will say is that Lauren Betts is a true big. She is very dominant in the paint and she is hella strong. That girl is strong and she's efficient. She was 14 for 15 from the field today. Hella efficient. Is going to finish around the basket. Um, Over a year ago, I think I watched an interview from Coach Close um, talk about how there's a rule that every possession down the floor, Lauren Betts has to touch the floor, has to touch the ball, and that still reigns true. That is what happens every time they're on offense. Lauren Betts gets a touch. Not only is she great on the block, she passes so well from the paint And UCLA is so dangerous because their guards can shoot. They can shoot. Not only can they shoot, they have no problem taking it off the dribble. Um, but Lauren Benson is a hella dominant big. She's massive. She takes up space. She keeps the ball right underneath her chin every time she touches it. She's always looking around. Footwork is great. And like I said at the beginning, she's just efficient.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she surpassed her career high. Her previous career high was 31 points. Today she got to 33 points. Again, she shot 14 for 15 from the field. That girl is hella efficient. And um I understand why UCLA is ranked number one. They are a complete team. They are a
Mm-hmm.
complete team. And as long as Lauren Betts remains healthy, it's a tough day. It's gonna be
Yeah.
it's a tough day.
You know, I'm also loving how Kiki Rice is playing. It seems like, you know, she's finally in that like stride where she knows like I'm the leader of this team. Um, and I'm gonna do what needs to be done. Okay.
Yeah.
19 points, 7 assists, 3 steals today. Only 2 turnovers. So
She's been doing such a like in comparison to her first year and last year, her decision making, like
mm-hmm.
they get a lot of fast break points.
Right,
UCLA gets a lot of fast break points, but her decision making on
right,
those fast breaks to me is hella impressive. Um, and you don't see that often. Um,
right.
but she's typically poised and she goes up she finishes. If she gets in the paint, more than likely she's gonna finish. But that's where I've seen her grow. Like, yes, like she's become more of a leader. She looks more confident. She's been making better decisions
Mm-hmm.
when going to the basket. Um, UCLA as a whole, they're not selfish. They'll make the extra pass. They're gonna look for somebody to be open. They just play really well together. Um,
Right. I
but
mean,
UMD, again, my hat is off to UMD because they kept it close the first half. I think had Cheyenne been there and like I said, Bree been there, maybe it would have been a different story. It still would have been a push, but nonetheless, I think they would have got it a little bit closer. But because those two are out, other people are being forced to step up. Kayleen did not have the high today, like you just mentioned. Oh no, you didn't mention it, but Kayleen didn't have high today.
mm-hmm.
Sailor did. So I still like to say we've seen different people have to step up because those two are out. And I think they've been doing a fine job. Do I think that there's a lot of things that they could continue to work on and build on? Absolutely. But I am impressed that other people are stepping up because those two are out.
Right. I mean, next man up, next woman up. That's what has to happen. Like
Yeah.
it's a that's why it's a team sport. Somebody go down, then the next person gotta, fill in for them and pick up the slack. So,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Maryland, they're gonna have to figure it out. It's it's unfortunate when like injuries play a part in your year, but it's
Mm-hmm.
part of the game. It is a part of the game. So that's unfortunate that they lose some firepower. But
And I agree with Spendoc. That trio.
let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Tay, I took my daughters to watch UCLA and Baylor last week. The Betts, Price, and Jaquez trio does not have many gaps. Teams can only hope to get them in foul trouble.
That's
That's
the
a
only thing. Because
right.
I don't know how else you could if Lauren is in the game, it's gonna be hard to beat them.
Yeah.
Um So yeah, it was a great game nonetheless. You want to talk a little bit I didn't get the chance to watch UNC versus Florida State
Ooh,
because I was
yes.
at the
The
UMB
UMD
game,
game.
but the timeline was in a frenzy. Instagram is in a frenzy. So
Man, and I'm glad that I decided to flip on the channel today because you know what? I was like, Nick Andre been shouting Tanaya Latson's name out for the past couple years. I'm gonna be honest, okay? Really singing her praises, and I'm like, today is my opportunity to watch her in action for the first time this year, this season, okay? And and then the first half she wasn't doing very well because UNC they had a game plan and they were executing. They were really putting the clamps on her. Like they were making a lot of her shots tough. She was looking kind of just uncomfortable. There was a couple of times she looked winded. I'm like, they really making her work. They really making her work. But in the second half, I would probably say in the fourth quarter, she really started turning it up. Like she made one play to the basket, and you just see her face like she put it on, she put the backpack on, and she started going. Okay, like her pace is insane. Like she doesn't let anybody speed her up. She's gonna make the right play. High IQ, athletic. Like I knew because last season I was watching her. She was recovering from a knee injury, so she had that RoboCop brace on last year. This year, she said, no, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. She's not playing with that brace on, and she the leading scorer in the nation. All right, like I don't know why people are not talking about her. Like I just wanted to bring this to your attention. Like as of right now, 26.6 points, 4.7 rebounds, 4.2 assists. Like she's leading the nation in scoring as a junior. Like
yeah,
she's
yeah.
had she's had a 40 ball this year, had a couple of 30 balls already. She's a bucket, okay?
Yeah, I'm about to say. Took the
And
words out of my
then
mouth.
and her teammates, so what was crazy today also, her teammate Michaela Timpson fouled out of the game today. Like she's the other big name on the squad. She fouled out with 15 points, I believe. And then their guard, Sydney Bowles, she stepped up. She hit 6 threes today. And she hit a real, if y'all just go to ESPN and see the highlights of the game, like the last sequence, I might have to do a breakdown. I might have to do a reel because it was that great of a sequence.
It was. And that's all I saw. Like I just seen the clip floating. I'm like, oh nah, she
Yeah.
juked the girl. I mean, you talking like she juked the girl up, swam over her,
Yeah.
did the swim move,
Yeah.
got free, pump fake, crossed, and hung,
Yes.
and hung,
The hang time.
and hung.
And then the after running down the court, like she almost put come on. Come on. Yo, y'all don't understand, like silencing a crowd on the road has to be the most invigorating thing you can ever do. Like there were a couple of times where, like, obviously I've told y'all, like, we beat UConn at UConn for the Big East championship. Like to do that is like, you want to talk about a dopamine rush? Like, yeah. That is what she got today, because This, like, even the play before she hit the game winner, the play at the top of the key when she makes the perfect pass to Bowles. Shout out to Sydney Bowles for being a shooter and having her hands ready and sliding. I'm sure they practice that drill every single day in practice because that's a drill that we did every day. Okay, learning spacing, dribble, and the other guard squares up as you're going. Yo, she hit her right in the pocket, Chantee, like right in the pocket. Bowles shot the ball like she knew it was going in. She knew it was going in before it left her hands, and I'm just like, that's tough. That was tough. Look, my dad was texting me during the game.
I was about to say, I know Mr. Ray was. I know he was.
He was like, this game is off the hook.
I know he was.
All right, so
it looked lit. I need to go back and definitely rewatch it. The ending was
it was great. It was great. Okay, so if y'all get a chance to watch this young lady in the Florida State Seminoles, please do, because she gonna put on a show. Okay, and y'all seen it today, but she's already been a bucket. Okay, she's already been a PT peer, and we spoke about her in the beginning of January and talked about how she's not really getting the praise that she should be. So just wanted to shout out Nia Latson, shout out Nick Andre, for putting us on. So go do your due diligence.
No, that's a fact. We're gonna step back and talk about South Carolina versus LSU, because my timeline was yo, it was crazy. And shouts to Jody, because I think she's in IG watching this, but I saw her post today, but we're gonna get to that. South Carolina beat LSU 66-56. It was a good game. What I will say, I like the fact that at least in the first half, the refs was letting them play. Mm-hmm. I was shocked. I was like, okay, I like this type of basketball. Right. I know a lot of people was crying about the refs. Yo, just let these women play. Let them play. I prefer just let them play. So, shouts to the refs for letting them play. I guess we can start with LSU first. Anissa Morrow is a dog. A lot of people better be glad Anissa Morrow is not 6'5", is not over 6 feet. What I will say is that she could have been a lot more efficient during the game. She was missing a lot of layups, smoking a lot of layups, smoking. She was 6 for 19 from the field. You know what I'm saying? She could have been a lot more efficient, but yet and still, she finished with 15 points and 16 rebounds. That's crazy. Michaela Williams, she shot 5 for 17. In the second half, LSU did not score. I text Brittany during the game, and I said, when was the last time LSU scored a bucket? And then here come the commentator, literally 5 seconds later, after they scored. It's been 9 minutes. I'm like, damn, 9 minutes without a basket?
Yeah.
9 minutes without a basket is crazy, and for them to only have lost by what? 10?
Yeah.
I think both teams gave each other a run for their money. On the flip side of that, Sanaya Fagan she's been showing up big since Ashley Watkins is out. After tearing her ACL, she has stepped up. We just talked about that, like players having to step up. She has been doing what needs to be done, so I want to applaud her for that. And Joyce Edwards. Joyce Edwards had 14 points, 4 rebounds in only 19 minutes. So,
Wow.
She just comes in and she does what she needs to do.
That's a fact. I would just like to say that for LSU, just like you said, how Anissa Moore needed to step up, I think that Flau'jae also needed to step up in that game. The second half, she kind of went ghost. She had 11 points in the first half and only 2 points in the second half. So for LSU to be competitive, they're going to have to get quality minutes from Flau'jae and quality plays from her down the stretch. They needed her on Friday. But you know what? Like today they bounced back. They beat who did they beat? Tennessee, I believe. I believe they beat Tennessee today. So they bounced back and Flau'jae had a good game. I think she had 20 plus today. So they need for her, Gilbert, Kayla Williams, um, to do well in order for them to win. So yeah, it was a good game, but LSU, y'all can't go on these scoring droughts. That drought was wicked.
I'm like,
Nine
yo, it's been
nine
a minute,
minutes.
and it wasn't like they wasn't getting shots off or quality shots off. The ball
Yeah,
just was not falling.
yeah.
It just was not falling.
And
So
sometimes you have those quarters, like, but that's why you got to learn how to win games. Also, too, like if the shots are not falling, you got to get to the foul line, like force fouls. Yeah, I got to see the ball go in the hoop at some point. Like playing defense, getting a steal, getting out on the fast break. So like, you know, LSU they're gonna get it together. They're gonna get it together. They're gonna get it together. That they might want to think about the strength of schedule in the beginning of the year.
yeah, that was another thing that's been a constant conversation. Yo, my timeline be jokes. Let me tell you something. I'll be just rubbing my feet together laughing.
I know because you got the people on the side that say Kim Mulkey been doing this for years. Strength of schedule been trash for the teams that she in the beginning non-conference, and then you got the people that be like, "Yo, I'm hating on your strength of schedule because you're playing the Sisters of the Poor." Like, who are you? Like, who are y'all playing? Who are y'all playing? And y'all smacking them by 60?
No, that's a
That's
fact.
that's not preparing you. You only smack a team by 60 in the exhibition game.
No, that's a
Like,
fact. This is a poor. I'm done.
yeah, Sisters of the
But they
Poor,
not chump. What I will say, yes,
right?
their schedule definitely should have and could have been stronger, but they not chump. LSU is not chump. Like
Right.
I said, and South Carolina was putting the clanks on LSU. The defense was there.
Mm-hmm.
The defense was there, and again, they only lost by 10. So,
Yeah.
but okay, so I wanted to address because it did pop on my ESPN app literally while you were talking. Um, Come to find out, the DJ of South Carolina, and I saw this all on my timeline too, was playing Flau'jae's late father's song. He was a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Throughout the course of the game. So when they lost, they played her father's song, and two other times allegedly. So three times throughout the course of the game. Um, Her mom actually posted about it or made a post or commented about it
Mm.
and essentially said that the game was a good game. Shouts to South Carolina, but that was done in poor taste. Like her father has passed away. Why would you be playing his song after the game or throughout the game?
Mm.
And Jody and whoever else is listening can correct me if I'm wrong. I also believe the DJ posted on her stories, like making a joke about playing the song after the game.
Yeah, that's
That's done in poor taste. I'm gonna just say
yeah,
it. It's done in poor taste. It's done in poor taste.
yeah.
Then I saw some people talking about stuff that happened last year with, again, South Carolina, LSU. Listen, we love women. We love basketball. It gets
Mm-hmm.
competitive. You talking to two previous hoopers, so we understand like it gets
Mm-hmm.
spicy.
Right.
It could get spicy on and off the floor. We've been there too, but somewhere the line got to be drawn, and somebody got to keep it a buck. That's nasty. That's done in poor taste. The reason why I'm also bringing this up is because, like I said, while you were talking on the ESPN app, yes, you took the words right out my mouth, Jody. The DJ is actually suspended.
Mm.
She's suspended for one game. Yes, and South Carolina did issue a statement tonight, um, essentially acknowledging what was done and then apologizing, which I can get behind, and that's respectful. But you know, that's done in poor taste.
Right.
So I just wanted to say we understand it gets spicy,
For sure. I
but
mean,
there gotta
I.
be some type of like line drawn somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
basketball. It's
Right.
basketball.
Right.
It's basketball.
Right. Let's
So
let's keep it to basketball. Let's keep it
right.
to basketball. Yeah. I mean, you know what? The biggest thing is like I love that South Carolina is taking accountability. Like the DJ, I'm pretty sure regrets that decision that they made yesterday, and it was like we said, done in poor taste. Like, but them taking accountability for it, let's move forward.
Yeah, I can respect
Um,
that and we can all move forward. Like
right,
that was
facts.
crazy. Seen that on the timeline and wanted to address that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the way people be getting emotional on the timeline is crazy. It'd be crazy.
Yeah,
Spendox, Sisters of the Poor is pre NIL era. NIL era Sisters of the 1% equity.
I like
Spendox.
that.
Spendox is funny, but that's a fact.
Facts. I'm gonna have to screenshot that because that's a good one.
So yeah, that kind of that's all I had. Oh, one more thing. We forgot to talk about Liz Kitley's jersey retirement at Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. We just wanted to give her a shout out. Like,
Look, whenever you get your jersey retired, like that is a big deal.
you big dog.
Like you
Truly.
really, really a big dog. So like 2 weekends ago, last weekend I got a chance to go back to the University of Pittsburgh. My husband is an alum there, and they had finally retired Sam Clancy's jersey. Sam Clancy, he's like like just a Pittsburgh born and raised. Like he lives, breathes, dies Pittsburgh. Okay. He competed there from 1977 to 81. So like for them to finally retire his jersey, thank goodness. Okay. Y'all universities, y'all gotta stop waiting till we like people get in their older years. Like I feel like y'all just be waiting too long. Like somebody gotta do the right thing. Like y'all gotta the people that are in staff now, like y'all gotta do the right thing. Okay. I'm also talking to Rutgers University. Rutgers University. All the
Call them out.
y'all know what y'all need to do. I can't say it right outright, but y'all know what y'all need to do. Stop playing. Okay? Like let's get it done.
Let's stop playing around.
Let's stop playing. Let's stop playing. Everybody will know in due time what I'm talking about. But for those who know, let's move forward. Okay? Because it's crazy. It hasn't happened yet. Okay? But yeah, that's a flex. Got my jersey retired. That's a flex. Cause you in
Facts.
that university's history forever.
Forever.
Forever. Forever. Like she could come back, her kids Look what I did. Y'all see what I did? This is the result of working hard. This is what working hard gets you. Okay? You can never take something like that lightly. Like, your jersey retired.
It's crazy. It really is.
Spectacular.
It is.
Okay?
I think Asia Wilson's is next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And then we saw Vince Carter.
Yes, Vince Carter just got his
both.
The Nets and the Toronto Raptors.
And I saw people all the time I talk about, was Vince Carter that good to have both of his jerseys retired? That was another conversation I saw.
Mean, VC, yo.
It was VC.
Yo, everybody was wearing the Boings at one point.
Yo,
like, you remember?
I had the red and white joints.
Come on, I had the blue. I had the blue and gray joints. Like, he was very influential. Like, VC, I gotta remember VC, the dunk contest. That's when y'all remember?
He took it to another level with the dunk contest.
We ain't never seen a dunk like that before. Vince Carter did that dunk, and he did it very light.
Light.
What? Hold on, he put his arm in the rim and just like, huh?
Yeah.
You know how much that hurts, y'all?
I don't, because I've never been up there.
Yo,
but I can imagine that
the average person don't know dunking actually hurts. It actually hurts their hands. Like, it hurts.
That's what I've heard.
The forearms, all of this, it hurts. Okay? I have a husband. He's 6'8". He used to dunk all the time. This whole thing, raw, red. Like, them doing them dunks, that hurts. They're expending a lot of energy. Okay? It looks fire, but that hurts. And yes, Vince Carter was like that. Like,
he was like that. I'm not mad at
I am not mad at it at all. Yes, retire his jersey. Yes, he deserves both franchises. Yes.
And now you're a businessman. Listen. Yeah. So, shouts to everybody that's getting their jersey retired or has gotten their jersey retired. That's a very big deal.
Yes.
But that's all we had for college hoops. But now I guess we're gonna move it more into Unrivaled. Because like Spendoc says, we have not been here in 13 days, and a lot has happened.
Yes.
But just I guess we want to start off with the standings. The Laces, they're 3-0 right now, got 3 wins, 0 losses. The Owls, the Lunar Owls are 3-0. 3-0. Why I said 3-0. Vinyl 2-1. Rose 1-2. Phantom 1-3. And then you got the Mist still looking for a win.
Yo, let me say, I picked the Laces and the Lunar Owls as my top 2 teams, and I'm happy with that decision. Okay?
Yes.
And let me just tell you, I just want to tell y'all why I picked the Laces. Y'all know that we got a chance to cover the WNBA finals last year, or this past WNBA season. I got a chance to watch Kayla McBride all year. Okay? And that game 5 in that presser room, okay, for her and Nafisa, them two, the eye of the tiger, both of them, they both got that. Okay? So Nafisa's on Luna Owls, automatically picking them because she is on the rise as like, man, Fee is here. Like, what was she
She's
had
like
30? Was she had 37 in the last game?
Yo, she be killing. Yeah. And making it look easy too.
Yo.
Footwork.
When I tell you her footwork is impeccable, like, and she's just like She don't look like she gonna kill you, but she gonna kill you.
But she's
Like
gonna smoke
she
you.
is one of them silent assassins. Like when she get mad, she is Kill Bill red in her head. Like you just see it. Like it's yeah, it's coming. Fee is here. Okay. So Kayla McBride laces Jackie Young. She's not even playing, but she's out. But Jackie Young, y'all know what she do. Alyssa Thomas. Okay, they're calling her the engine of the team.
That's the perfect name.
Okay. Tiff Hayes. We just watched her come out of retirement and win six man of the year. What? What? And then she was playing for Azerbaijan in the 3-on-3.
Yes, forgot about that. Yes.
Okay, so what? They all on the same team? Okay. And then Luna Owl, Sky Diggins. Yo.
That first game. yeah.
First game, yeah.
Let me tell y'all.
Tension.
Read them tweets, baby. She read them tweets and everybody was talking shit. They was like, yo, Jewel, I don't know if Jewel deserved to be called the Gold Mamba. I don't know. I don't think she's that good. People will say, I don't think she's that good.
Yeah, people were hating. What
is Jewel Lloyd?
Right.
Y'all must be new here.
Yeah, bugged out.
Did she have the greatest season? No. But don't you ever say Jewel Lloyd is trash.
Right.
Or question her talent. And she came out. I mean, I think everybody was anticipating Jewel versus Skylar.
Yes.
Because of the smoke in Seattle. Mm-hmm. But they both showed out. Both of them. They was going back and forth. Jewel had a crazy block. Skylar. And honestly, all game, Jewel was smoking them.
Correct.
I think Jewel ended with like 30-something.
She had a good game.
She had a good game. She ended with 30-something points in the 3-on-3.
Yeah.
But then Skylar, came and she ended the game.
She got the last laugh.
She got the last laugh.
And the last shimmy.
Yo, that was crazy. Hootie hoo.
Yeah. Hootie hoo. Uh-huh. Yeah.
No, but I love the competitiveness. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. So
Facts. I loved it. Okay. I love it. Alicia Gray. Yo, people be sleeping on Alicia Gray. I'm gonna really tell y'all. I know y'all be blinded by Ryan Howard on Atlanta. I know. But Alicia Gray, she's a 3-on-3 Olympic gold medalist. Okay? Let's okay. I think she won a couple of checks last year too during the WNBA.
Yeah.
Festivities.
From All-Star. Yeah, All-Star.
She won them too. Affleck cut them checks. Okay, in the skills competition. All right. Old girl is a bucket.
Yeah, no, Spendock is speaking facts too. Yeah, the fourth quarter format is chef's kiss. Chef's kiss.
Really is though.
Yes, commercial-free first quarter. We saw the commercial-free fourth quarter. Pace of play with full court and camera time. Yes.
Did a
Come on. Yeah. They are doing all of the things.
Mm-hmm.
It may have been on the Beyond the 9450 episode or here. I don't know. And we were just talking about how strategic they were with just the entire arena. It being
a content
house / basketball court. We saw people talking, like, I saw tweets talking about, it's small, front front office sports article was talking about the length of the court, how small it is, but not like hating. They were shocked to see that, but
Right.
I think Unrivaled has mentioned like their focus was on getting the people there. They wasn't necessarily focused on making the arena as big as possible to
Right.
seat everybody. Um, and also the focus was on content. So all the behind the scenes, because even after the games yesterday, right after the game, they had like a behind the scenes. If you kept watching on on TNT or
Mm-hmm.
True TV, they had a behind the scenes where you saw what they were doing, like with the cold plunges, the massages, the how they take care of your injuries, like all that stuff was you're watching it, you're speaking to the train, like not speaking, but you're hearing the trainer speak.
Mm.
Um, and it is just everybody's happy. Like Cameron Brink left and she was like, yo, I feel good. Like we don't like and all of them kept saying we don't get this type of
Treatment.
attention and treatment
Mm-hmm.
during the season. And I think that this makes for a great conversation piece and negotiation piece because the CBA negotiations are here and it's just been punch after punch after punch. They've been punching the WNBA. A lot of people have been punching the shit out of the WNBA, I'm be honest. Rival is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
um
Yeah,
the numbers,
Athletes Unlimited about to start up too.
yeah, maybe punching them too. The numbers have been punching the W, like
Yeah,
the viewership.
yeah.
Like you at this point, you can't keep hiding under a rock. Y'all have to go do something. And when I say y'all, I'm talking about each franchise and um Kathy. Yeah, 190 million impressions. Come on.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, they are showing us like the power of like what happens when you really dive into marketing. Um, Something that the WNBA could have been capitalizing on for years, but nobody has really been leading with that. Like,
It's laziness.
like these Unrivaled done went out and paid some money for the IP license for Lola Bunny. Like for Lola Bunny because they're trying to bridge the gap, right? WNBA, y'all got some. Yeah, we seen the what's the word the job opening that's been circulating around. Creative
Yo, when you
director.
sent that to me, I clicked it. It was no longer there. It was
Oh
no longer
no,
there. No, it was no longer there. I don't know if it's been filled for real or they realized it was getting too much traction and didn't want to be embarrassed and took it down. I'm kind of going with the latter.
look,
Um,
yeah, y'all need a creative director. Y'all need somebody
it's a lot of
direction.
stuff needed, and I just, you know, at the end of the day, although Unrivaled say they're not doing like they're not trying to go against the
They're
W.
not trying to
Yeah,
compete.
but I
Yeah.
love they
Mm-hmm.
not because there's nothing to compete against. Let me not. That's OD. I take it back. What I will say is like it's just highlighting like holes that need to be filled, and those things were supposed to be filled a long time ago, and now it's just catching up now, which is crazy because you're providing the product. So why would you be running late?
Right.
You're providing the product, so why run late and then get showed up by Unrivaled and it just highlights all of the missteps
Right.
for years, and it's high key embarrassing. That is embarrassing. I would be embarrassed if I was Kathy. I would be embarrassed.
She should be.
Like, this that's crazy.
And
It really is.
that embarrassment should lead to action. Like, be
It's gonna have
embarrassed.
to at this point because you can't hide. They can't hide anymore.
Yeah,
Y'all have literally rode on the backs of so many different WNBA players, and dare I say the NCAA. That's something I've been saying for a very long time. Y'all
yeah,
have been hiding, and y'all can't do it no more. Um, and
right.
I think this is just like the tip of the ice. Like this is it. What Unrivaled is doing, first of all, it's fun to watch them play. Like it's competitive, it's fun. The interviews are cool, the behind the scenes are cool.
Yeah,
Like you said, social media, what they've been posting, like them getting their makeup done, that they're getting massages, all these things. We don't ever get to see we don't get to see that. Um,
yeah,
for the mothers having childcare on call and available.
mhm,
We talked about all those things that they're asking for in the CBA and the things that are not in the CBA, and that is it's just it really just we'll be here all day repeating ourselves, but it just really makes the WNBA look really bad. It does not look good.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
it just doesn't. Basic things are now you have to provide those things in the next CBA. It's not even a I don't think about it. It's or let's wait another few years. No, you're gonna have to do it now. They're
yeah,
gonna have to do it now.
yeah,
Spendoc said, I think iron has to sharpen iron here. WNBA has to look at what Unrivaled is doing, or at least ownership teams. It sounds like the Unrivaled players really love the setup, and they do.
yeah,
Yeah, now is the time. There's no more waiting around. Now all of a sudden we're gonna see an influx of the ownership teams providing arenas where the women can actually have their own lockers and all these things. That's bare minimum stuff. And I'm not even about to go on a rant because you can listen to our Beyond the 9450 episodes where we have went on rants about these same issues. But like that
mhm,
should have been in place. Now, y'all see everybody else doing it. Now y'all wanna take action. That clearly shows that y'all don't care about these women that are providing the talent.
yeah,
As long as y'all don't get caught, y'all will continue to do. And at this point, y'all can't because everybody sees what y'all doing. It's yeah. It's unfortunate. Glad we're here, but this should have been a thing.
facts. I mean, it's gonna push them to move now. Like that's the positive that's gonna come out of this. It's Kathy, do what you gotta do. Okay, let's work on that scheduling for next year. Okay, like that's one of the things. Scheduling. We don't want all the games at the same time on the same day. Like nobody wants to. We want to watch all the games. Stagger them. Stagger them. So we want. Like start there. There's your starting point. Scheduling. It's poor. It's poor. Okay? And then please, League Pass. Why can't I watch every game if I purchase the League Pass? Why do I have to go to other networks? It's really insane to me. If I gotta pay more for the League Pass, I will. Okay? What I gotta pay? $50? $70? Give me all of the games. I don't care if it's streaming on another network. It should be streaming in the app on the League Pass if I buy the League Pass, despite it being on another channel. Like, get that together. That makes me really mad. Like, makes me really mad. Because, like, what do I have the League Pass for if I gotta go and jump to other networks? Doesn't make any sense to me. Okay? But
Yeah. Well, let's talk about some positives. It does. What we have heard also is that a lot of the players are getting the opportunity to get to know one another
Mm-hmm.
because during the season they don't have a chance to like talk to each other or any of that.
That's a fact. My favorite BTS that I didn't think that I needed is Marina Mabry. Like Marina
Cooking.
cooking, Marina dancing, like them trying to like Courtney showing Marina how to do the Millie Rock
I,
jokes.
I love Courtney Williams.
Laughs all day, okay? Like Marina really is in there trying. Like she's trying to get it
She's trying to
popping.
get she's trying
Like,
to get it right.
so I love that. Like, and
Yeah.
the fact that they are all, cause like in basketball, like I don't know, for me, I used to hate my opponent. Like I don't want to talk to you. Like after the game, if I lose, I'm done. Like I'm a sore loser. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. But I gotta, I guess, get
But
over
you
that.
also had the opportunity to put like, okay, when we play AAU and then we played with Abyssinian,
Right,
we had
right,
a chance
right.
to, because any other time we
It's
wouldn't have been
bad.
speaking to, but
No.
that's a great example though. But like, yeah, no, they're, I love to see their personalities and then meeting each other. And then Courtney Williams, I think, has been doing such a, I love Courtney Williams. I love how
Yes,
authentic she is. I love her accent. I love
yes.
everything. They had her commentating a little bit and I enjoyed it. But I love the fact that we're getting to see like their true personalities and just who they are as people.
Yeah,
And that's what has like gets a lot of us excited to just continue to not only watch them but to listen to them. Um, so yeah, that has been like a highlight, like seeing them and then them being able to talk about coming to each other's team. Because I saw Angel, Angel really trying to recruit for Chicago, but
oh,
Chicago
for
is
sure.
Chicago is gross, and she knows she's gonna have to put in overtime to get people to come to Chicago because Chicago's silly.
Yeah, front office over there don't know what y'all doing.
No.
But this is a great grounds for them to recruit each other too. Like you said, like
Yes.
this
They
is
trying to get Satou. They trying to,
yeah,
hype. They trying to get her.
yeah. That's
Doc
yeah,
is correct. It does feel like that. That's exactly what it feels like. Yep.
yeah, yeah. Unrivaled is like the All
Yes.
Star game for 10 weeks. The whole yeah, that's a fact.
That's exactly what it feels like.
Beauty in simplicity, and he hit it right there. Facts.
Yeah. So shouts to the whole team at Unrivaled and the content creators over there, the content group. They've been killing it.
They
They've been
sure
killing
have
it.
facts.
um. So yeah, let's move on to. There's been another partner announced for Unrivaled, Adobe Express, and they announced last week that they're the official fan engagement and content creation app for the new groundbreaking professional women's basketball league. Um, and so, using exclusive Unrivaled templates, thousands of Adobe creative assets, and Firefly generative AI and Adobe Express can now allow every fan to easily express their passion for the game, their team, and their favorite players. Um, again, this just really lends to what we just talked about, which is like the focus on content,
Right.
and being able to tell these women's stories, is really the focal point of Unrivaled. So
Content creation. This is really what's key. Like, I mean, this is what we kind of consult student athletes with all the time. Like, you have to take your content seriously. Like, leveraging your community is important now. So them understanding that the content is really the key to helping drive marketing, helping drive um, just decision making. Like we've been following this for the past 2.5 years. Um, and it seems as if they like to be quite honest, we've had this conversation offline, Chantee, and I just felt like it needed to be put in the forefront. Like there's no way this league happens in the way that it happens without the founders being basketball players right now.
Absolutely. Nobody else would have been able to execute it. That's what we talked about. Yes. Nobody else would have been able to execute it the way in which they have. I stand by that because they are in it.
Right.
They're in it. So the execution has been A1 because they know what needs to happen. They knew what it needed to look like. They knew what it needed to feel like. They knew. So it makes sense as to why this was so executed so beautifully because yeah, they're a part of it. If nobody else would, I don't think anybody else would have been able to do it the way that they're doing it if it wasn't a player.
Absolutely not. Okay. And like the fact that, the president is, a co-founder is a player development coach, her husband, like everybody who's on the staff has had some capacity, has like worked some capacity in basketball. Like, so like everybody is giving input on what can work. Like just the makeup of them taking the Elam ending from the basketball tournament, TBT. Do y'all understand? I've been watching TBT for the past 5 years. This is what makes TBT so exciting to watch. The Elam ending. And the fact that they have adopted that as the fourth quarter to make it more exciting, to make it like to speed up the pace, like they are, it's just like when you learn, you take pieces from different people, right? Like you take pieces from different people. And that's what they've been doing, taking pieces from the different leagues. Because I'm sure they've taken pieces from the stuff that they didn't like overseas. Also, okay? Because we know Stewie is decorated over there too. And so is Nafisa. But it's just, yeah, this is not happening the way it's happening without them being current basketball players. Is because we're seeing so many different things pop up and start headed by basketball players. Let's talk about the agencies that have started, because we're tired of the dumb agents that don't really have our best interests at heart. All y'all do is care about money and don't really care about the opportunities that we should be getting. Yes, let's call out the agents. That's why a lot more players have agencies, right? On Time Agency, Tisha Penachero, Ramon Sessions. What's the agency that Jermaine O'Neal just started?
Yeah.
So we're seeing transformation. We're seeing a seismic shift happening. So I love it.
Yeah, me too. Um, so shouts to Unrivaled. We're gonna move on to. I mean, we talked about Satou Sabali, but she just announced that she signed now with Adidas. Shouts to Candace Parker getting it done yet again. Um,
Candace working. She working.
Candace is working, and it's Candace Parker. So like, you got Candace Parker doing being at the forefront of that. Who don't want to sign with?
Right.
Who don't want to be close to Candace Parker? Uh, Satou Sabally was previously with the Jordan brand. She signed with them back in 2020. But yeah, this past week, I believe, this week, Satou said that she's now signed with Adidas. Um, it's the in the article it says joining the Adidas basketball family is a dream come true. And Adidas is dedicated to innovation, creativity, and championing women's sports. I can't wait to inspire the next generation to continue moving the game forward with the support of my Adidas family. Um, Candace Parker said that Satou Sabally was a priority addition to the Adidas basketball family, and we couldn't be more excited to have her joining. Her versatility and commitment to making an impact made her a no-brainer for the Adidas roster. And Satou is a unicorn on and off the court, and we're thrilled for her to help in building the future of Adidas basketball. This is fire. Satou, we don't know where she will be heading. We do know that she's out of Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see what happens. But shouts to Satou. This is a big deal.
Look, very big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just want to know, like, when they signing these athletes, what else? What are y'all getting? What else y'all getting?
Right.
I want to know what y'all getting. Y'all getting some equity? Are y'all getting some
Maybe.
shares?
Maybe.
Candace,
I would hope so.
make sure y'all hooking them up,
I wish I
please.
did know too.
I want to know the intricate
Like what they getting.
details. Yeah,
Yeah.
because if I'm just getting gear and then I got to show up to events,
I don't think it's just gear. At minimum, it's probably like maybe a signing bonus.
marketing, they're doing
Maybe.
marketing. I mean, because I know they be putting the billboards up and stuff. So,
Yeah. But equity would be nice. It's
yeah,
Adidas.
right.
Yeah. But shouts to Satou Sabally. More in the business of sports news, Cameron Brink is the latest and greatest to um, be announcing that she's gonna have a podcast. Um, or a series, a digital series rather. And it's gonna be called Straight to Cam. She's gonna be doing this with her god sister, um, who is also the sister of Steph Curry, because Cam Brink is also Steph Curry's god sister. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and so yeah, the series Straight to Cam is going to be premiering January 28th with new episodes dropping every Tuesday. And it's going to be covering everything from the latest, from pop culture to news, sports headlines to dating, self care, and everything in between. Um, and who signed her was Wave. Um, and Wave is a creative powerhouse behind a lot of different projects that I know about. One being 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, with Carmelo Anthony, another being Jason and Travis Kelsey, which I didn't know about either.
Okay.
So yeah, and then what I thought was really a big deal was Wave also secured the #1 daily fantasy sports app Prize Picks as their exclusive official partner for Straight to Cam. Prize Picks, let me tell you something, Prize Picks is everywhere.
Mm.
Everywhere. Prize Picks, I want to know how much y'all are worth now.
Mm.
I'm serious.
I
Prize
don't
Picks is paying
even
everybody.
really.
They got yes. What's the dude that we always be laughing? What's his name? On Instagram.
Drewski?
Yo, they got Drewski. They got a bunch. They had a bunch of people in like different episodes. I mean commercials. Prospects, and I remember when Prospects just start. I feel like they just started.
They probably
I'm
did,
not
girl.
hating. I'm like doing a little bit of pocket watching. I'm just wondering, like, because the growth has been like exponential, and I feel like in a short period of time, and it may just be because sports betting is just, sports betting is doing what
Booming.
it do, but also I think like they just paid out like some woman won a big amount off that app, like over $1 million, and she showed her winnings on Twitter. This was like probably like a few months ago.
Don't do that.
So they got it. Yeah. Spendock said, how will next year's unrivaled rosters be determined? Will new players be added to team rosters or could players be potentially replaced? We're going backwards, but my bad. I just saw that now. That's a good question. Um, I
That
think
is.
more will be revealed. I know that in one of the articles we discussed a while back, Unrivaled was thinking about expanding beyond Miami.
Yeah.
So I think it all depends on the numbers. And if they expand, they may just make, more teams so more players could participate. And maybe they will think about adding some more people to roster spots because we did realize that they added Melissa Smith because of the injuries and stuff like that. So it may be beneficial for them to add more people moving forward. Um, but yeah, Spendock also talked about the gambling the companies are taking it in, raking it in, and they are. And Prize Picks is one of them. Prize Picks, I don't know. They doing it. So it's a big deal for Cam Brink to have them behind her podcast.
Content creation.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, it just comes back to that, like content creation, storytelling, like creating your own narrative. These are the drivers moving forward. If you can, because nothing is better than a good story told compellingly.
Right.
That's the name of the game. So they doing it. Cam
Shouts
is
to
doing
Cam
it.
Brink. Yeah,
Shout out to
Cam
Cam.
Brink. I'm very excited to see her play in the upcoming season. Um, hoping that she's super healthy. But
Cam,
it's
Cam, we want to see your BTS. We want to see you recovering from your ACL injury.
yeah for an ACL injury,
I would love to see like a little short, like little reel of her
like vlog.
vlog, yeah, vlogging of her just doing her thing. As we gotta see. It's a tough process
I'm about to say it's
recovering.
a road. It is a
Woo!
journey.
Recovering from an injury like that,
Mm-mm.
major injury.
Hmm.
It's gonna be, but that makes for good content. That's what I'm saying. Like,
It makes for good content and also makes you relatable because not for nothing, we've seen a lot of and been hearing a lot of athletes going down with
mm-hmm,
major injuries to not only their knees, to their feet, to their Achilles, to their ankles.
mm-hmm,
Everything below has been going down
correct,
with a lot of athletes and that yes, content is great for numbers, but it also you know also brings some sort of like comfort, I think, to other players, seeing other players or athletes' journeys while
correct,
going through something similar that you may be going through. And
correct.
I agree. I think that more athletes need to talk about that. Because that's tough.
Yeah, I mean, I just seen this is. I mean, we talking about injuries. I seen that Kelly. She tweeted the other day that she's had 5 surgeries on her knee, tore her knee, ACL multiple times, but she just said that she went to the chiropractor the other day to get service because her knee was really feeling bad. She was like, I've been doing everything. I went to the chiropractor and it really helped relieve the pain that was in my knee. And I'm like, those adjustments, like getting an adjustment, like y'all gotta see, like sometimes our hips are not aligned. So like a lot of the times, like after I got my knee surgery in college, I had to get adjusted, or I was more aware to get adjusted on a more consistent basis, like with my trainer, and you can see literally like your feet are unaligned, like literally. It's like when you go to get a massage, like you see somebody's back is like knotted and you see the tension, and then the after picture where it's relaxed and all that. Like this is happening. So all in all, people, we gotta take care of our bodies, man.
That's a fact. Gotta take care of our bodies, but shouts to Cam Brink. This is a
Yeah,
big deal. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the series goes. Moving on. We are now moving on to NIL news / college sports news. Dawn Staley. She's now the highest paid women's college basketball coach. Um, they're gonna pay her. South Carolina's board of trustees has agreed to pay her $4 million annually, and that will increase by $250,000 every year until it ends in 2030. The contract also came with a 500,000 signing bonus, which brings its total value to $25.25 million. Okay, and this deal tops LSU's coach Kim Mulkey's previous contract, which was roughly $3.2 million annually. She deserves it.
I mean, South
That's all I
Carolina,
got.
they know what to do.
They
They
winning
know.
program. She's
Correct.
winning program. Been doing what she need to do is deserved. Like,
Pay
what are we
her.
talking about? Pay that lady.
Right. I mean, there should be no other debate. She's won 3 championships for y'all already. She's literally built that program from the ground up. Like, literally. Okay? Like, when she came from Temple to South Carolina was at the bottom of the SEC. Bottom, okay? The bottom of the totem pole. Okay? Dawn Staley, literally. Dawn Staley was literally engaging the local community and going out to these restaurants and local businesses saying, pull up to the games. Pull up to the games. We need y'all in the seats. If a Hall of Famer, an Olympian, is doing that, then what's a regular person? Like, you gotta work for what you want.
Yeah.
Everything is earned.
Right.
Okay? Like, she built that program. Shout out to Coach Law. That's also my coach, my former assistant coach, Coach Jolette Law. Okay? Right beside Dawn Staley, getting to the chips. Another legend. Okay? Coach Law is in the Iowa Hall of Fame. Okay? Coach Law is one of the first women Harlem Globetrotters. Okay?
Which is crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And when I was in college, my freshman year, she was giving us buckets. Okay? Like, suiting up and busting our, you know the rest. Like, I've never been so mad after a practice than when it was playing against Coach Law. Because she was on the practice team. Killing us. Her, Tasha Pointer, Chelsea Newton, and 2 practice players. Killing us on the practice team. Coach Stringer getting irate. Like, get on the line. How y'all letting these old geezers beat y'all? Are you crazy? Chelsea Newton's a WNBA champion. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Tasha Pointer is like Rutgers all-time assist leader ever. Big East freshman year. Like, what are we talking about, Coach Stringer? Are you insane? I'm gonna use your saying on you. Are you insane? Are you out of your mind? Yeah, are you out of your mind? Okay. So these are the people that this is the elk that I come from. Okay. Pay that lady. Stop playing. And I want to see higher. The next coach higher. Let's go. We should be getting to the men. Because the men's college coaches, y'all paying them $8 million a year. On like average $10 million. Let's it's still too low for me. I don't care.
I think that's a perfect segue into the unit system that was announced for the women's side. So
come on, man. This was a big deal.
This was a very big deal. So the 2025 Division I Women's Basketball Tournament will finally receive a version of the unit system that the men's tournament has enjoyed for years. Brittany and I did discuss this back in 2024, in April 2024. But yeah, the NCAA Division I membership voted unanimously on Wednesday to implement a multi-million-dollar prize money pool for March Madness effective immediately. The vote is a result of 4 years of pressure from administrators and coaches in women's basketball demanding a prize money system for their marquee event. The pot will begin at $15 million for the 2025 tournament, grow to $20 million in 2026, and then 25 million in 2027. That's still low.
Facts.
That's low. And each unit this year is only going to be $113,636. That's a sick joke. I'm gonna say it. That's a sick joke.
What?
Now the men's last year, a unit for the men was a little under $2 million.
Yeah.
A little under $2 million. And y'all value the unit for this year for women at $113,000? No.
Yo.
No. No. That's not enough. The distribution structure will be similar to the men's system, with both set payments to conferences and increase in payments to teams as they advance. So basically, the more you win in the tournament, the more units your team gets, and the more units your conference gets. The value of the prize pool will increase 2.9% each year, as is standard across the NCAA, though the total amount of money is significantly lower than the men's system, which was $226 million last year. It is roughly the same percentage of its media deal's annual value of $870 million per year. I hate that they're basing this off of, or even try to compare,
right?
Not or the annual, the media rights deal, which is low too. How is it $113,000 per unit?
That's crazy.
That's low.
That
Extremely
is low.
low.
Like, even if y'all couldn't even start at like half for the women, like even at
Like, what else
100
we gotta
million,
do?
100 million, 100 million.
I feel like it's always you gotta prove yourself. Yo, the numbers did it for the past 4 years.
Yeah.
3 to 4 years. The numbers have shown what they have shown. A few of those years out of the 4, the women's viewership was higher than the men's at certain times throughout the tournament. So, like, what else do we need to do? Like, what else do we need to do to get more money?
I don't know.
It's like it's out of control. That's a slap in the face. $113,000 per unit is a slap in the face.
And you know what? People don't even notice. So you know what? We might make a graphic. I might make a graphic to show the disparity between the units for the men and the units for the women. Like, thank y'all for finally giving us the opportunity to have a prize pool, but this is piss poor.
Yeah, it is. And like they always talk about equality and like that there's a huge gap in equity between men's players and women's players. Oh, we just got some news on ESPN. Breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Aces trade Kelsey Plum to the Sparks, and the Sparks receive Jewel Lloyd from Storm and blockbuster 3-team deal.
What?
Breaking news. Breaking news.
Wow. Kelsey Plum, you're done in Las
Kelsey
Vegas.
Plum is gone.
Wow. Kelsey
Jewel
done.
Lloyd is going to the Aces.
Yeah. We did say that was possible. She did say that's where she wanted to go, right? Wow.
But Kelsey Plum to LA?
Is she
I don't
there?
know.
Is she their Is she their point guard? I don't know.
Yeah, what does Seattle get?
Yeah, what does Seattle get?
I want to know what Seattle's getting.
Facts.
Breaking news.
Okay, that was breaking news. Okay.
Well, that just threw me for a loop right there. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know
we'll
how
talk
that
about
is.
that.
We will another time, but the unit system, yeah, the plumbing. I don't know. See, I don't know.
See, I wish Brink ain't tear her ACL because we'd be seeing like what she doing out there right now.
It may work though. It's Kelsey Plum, but we'll get back to it. Anyway, back to the unit system. I think we should do a graphic for the people so everybody understands. But this is a big deal for women's basketball. We've never had a unit system for the women. We do now. That's a big deal. This should have been happened
long time ago.
It took a long time for us to get here. It's 2025. It's 2025.
Yeah.
Y'all have not been paying these women's. That's crazy. Y'all have not been paying conferences, and y'all have not been paying these teams for making it to the tournament, and the men have.
Yeah.
And there's really no excuse for that. They blame it on the numbers.
So now that we have a unit system, I'm about to also make another graphic on how much money my team in the tournament in 2007 would have brought in to the conference for the Big East. Yeah. I'm gonna go based off of the numbers that they just gave us.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then take that with the 2.6% each year. So that's something else you should calculate. Even the UConns.
Right. How the UConns?
The UConns. And you was part of the Big East. So here's the thing. Even though you don't bang with UConn, the further UConn would have went, that would have went back to the conference.
That's a fact. We would have been getting all that money for the Big East conference
to help with sports. Yeah, at your school.
Oh my God, that just made me angry.
Yeah,
you making that connection just made me angry. Yeah. That just made me angry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Los Angeles Sparks have traded their 2025 number 2 overall pick to the Seattle Storm. Seattle Storm has the number 2 pick. Olivia Miles.
Olivia Miles in Seattle? Another Notre Dame guard?
Oh, yeah.
Replaces the Notre Dame guard?
Yeah.
To play with another Notre Dame guard? Yo.
Yeah, I think that Seattle made out well And so did the Aces. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all. Hey
Yeah.
y'all, I have not flashed this the entire show, so I'm gonna just flash it here because we're
Oh,
gonna be wrapping up soon.
we are. Thanks
But
for rocking with us.
yeah, follow us on social media, please. YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, we're everywhere. We're actually at 80 subscribers on YouTube. We'd like to get to 100. Okay? Please subscribe. Thank you for your time. Uh yeah, what's the last thing we gotta talk about? Makerspace
Makerspace is no more. Oh,
is done.
it's done. Makerspace was a platform, a digital platform where artists could sell their digital art. And I think
NFTs.
after 6 years, yeah, it's gone.
Yes. It
That's a big
says
deal.
launched in 2018, the platform specialized in creating and selling digital art NFTs, but faced insurmountable financial challenges, leading to its closure, announced on January 15th, 2025. Okay. Ongoing market challenges and funding difficulties have been marked as the primary reasons behind the decision. So this announcement marks the end of a platform that once played a pivotal role in popularizing the digital art NFTs, further underscoring the current instability in the NFT industry, which has seen its lowest performance since 2020. You know what? People still don't understand what this thing is. And I don't think they're going to understand until about 2040. Because it's just people, like the mainstream takes so long to catch up. And it's like technology has to be dumbed down and simplified so much for the average person. It's just like, bro, the blockchain, the technology of the blockchain is still end all be all. Like, this is the revolutionary technology. But people won't get that until 2040, Chantee. I'm just
I
letting
mean,
you
that's what Spendoc just said. Shouts to Spendoc. He
know.
also
Right.
said that. And y'all both are right. Y'all are both correct. Blockchain
Yeah.
will remain.
Platforms and marketplaces may go, but blockchain keeps and allows the digital work to live on. Yeah.
It's a fact.
The blockchain, I wonder what's really going to come in and like really get people to understand what the blockchain is. Like, I want to know what that innovation is going to be to link it for everybody, to
No
link it.
telling right now.
Because,
Stay
like,
tuned.
yeah, that's correct. Stay tuned. That's correct.
Because the way stuff is looking, it's gonna be a lot sooner rather than later. Where it's gonna have to connect. It's not even. It's gonna have to.
Yeah.
Let me not put on a tinfoil for y'all, but tinfoil hat. But yeah, that is all we had for today. Spendoc. Hopefully, we won't be gone for another 13 days.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
You
just been a
know,
lot.
this
We've been
is
busy.
facts. A lot happens in the winter months.
Yeah.
Okay. But we appreciate y'all for rocking with us, all 64 of you. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
For coming here today. Again, if you can do us the honor and subscribe to our platforms, that would be great. Um, and we hope to see y'all when we come back on, which will hopefully is in the next week.
Yo, De'Erica Hand be posting photos of her and Kelsey Plum when they was together on the Aces.
Oh
Cause now they
Lord,
together
together in
in
the.
LA. Like, listen.
Yeah, I forgot they were together. Okay, so that might be. a good connection. All right. But you don't know. She may get to the Sparks and they say, be done. We cutting you. Wave. Bye-bye.
Hey, we'll
So,
see.
I don't know.
It's fun. This is, listen.
Mm-hmm.
WNBA offseason
Get spicy.
has been so much fun. Has been so spicy and suspenseful. You never know. Every day is something new.
Facts.
But they restoring the feeling little by little. They are.
Here we go.
So, yeah, catch us next week for episode 87. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow each of us. Make sure you follow 21 Titles. Make sure you follow the 9450, where we have another podcast focused on the business of sports beyond the 9450. And yeah, we'll see y'all next time. Make sure that you are staying safe and healthy.
Yes. Y'all
Keeping
better
your
make sure. Come
mental
on.
health okay, because a lot is happening. We'll talk about that another time too. Probably should talk about it for culture news next time, but make sure that you keeping your mental health intact
Facts.
and you moving in integrity and with integrity, and focus on building your community because right now it's important. So
Absolutely. And
yeah,
for all y'all that are feeling sick, get you some black cumin seed oil, some oregano oil, elderberry syrup. Get to it. Okay. We going back to the holistic remedies because these over-the-counter medicines are not doing anything for us. Okay. So I give my children a teaspoon of elderberry syrup every morning. I also make something called a honey bomb. Okay. I'll post it in our stories if you're interested. But really, y'all, the way to stay healthy is preventative. We cannot wait until we get sick and do something. You have to make sure that you're doing things already before you get sick. Okay? Like this is it. Like we are trying to be here for as long as we can. For a long time, not a short time. We're trying to be here for a long time, y'all. All right? Having our hair get to gray, that is an accomplishment. Okay? Let's get it popping. So I wish everyone well. Thank you. We'll see y'all next week.
peace.
Peace.